back to you.
And me. Board gaming.
And we have yet another board game for our summer splash bash. Hiya!
Sunshine. Hello.
Sunshine, you're on the box.
You're gonna
we
have
can't
to
even see what it is.
What is this game? You're gonna have to.
Oh, sorry. Come on.
I'm just gonna lift you up there.
Just
Careful with the back.
Okay, we got you. Put you down there.
Ah, it's continuing the Disney.
Alright, so we got another Disney edition of Monopoly. One of the many versions they've come out with.
Yes, it's not Disney Parks. It is Disney.
I do want to point out
movies.
This is for age 8 and up, and it does say 2 players to 6 players. The fast-dealing property trading game, Disney edition of Monopoly.
It's more focused on the films.
This is a 2009 edition of this particular game, so they probably got a newer version of it.
They have come out with more of the focused to the film series. So this is the 2009 edition that we're covering today. Greeted with the instructions.
Alright, so the instructions are first.
And colored.
And it is colored. There's a couple quicker games you can play, I noticed. Alright, so we've got a colored map, or colored instruction booklets. We have cottages and castles instead of houses and hotels. We have the different action, or we have special power utilities. Ooh.
Oh no.
We have Magic Wand and Pixie Dust. So special powers are bought and auctioned in the same way as properties. If you land on the owned special power, pay the rent to the owner according to the dice you will get there. Okay, so it's basically like a just normal utility.
Thought they changed it there.
Let's say anything about a special power as far as what the powers do if you do anything. It is just you have modes of transportation. So it's basically your railroad. So one of them is going to be Mater.
I'm Tom Mater.
So yeah, we got different spaces and different cards. So yeah, this is like it's going to be pretty interesting. Go ahead and just flip through that right quick while I take a gander at fixing this stuff up here real quick.
Tinkerbell special rules. Oh no. I don't like when they change games. It even comes with the index. That's nice. That's new.
So we have the trying to get the D cards mainly. At the moment.
So if you are new here, hit the subscribe for first looks and full playthroughs. every week, and this is not a normal studio. We're currently in Florida as our vacation, hence all the Disney themed games that have been going on the channel.
Don't worry, we have other games as well that's not Disney oriented.
Yes, and a better studio.
All right. So, got them all together here, so let's just go through what they have here. Pinocchio, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, Bolt, Pirates of the Caribbean, Wally, Chronicles of Narnia, Cars, The Incredibles, Aladdin's Carpet, part of the transportation, Cinderella's Carriage, part of the transportation, Beauty and the Beast, Fairies, The Lion King, Monsters Inc., Snow White, The Magic Wand, Mater, Hannah Montana, High School Musical, Enchanted, Toy Story, Finding Nemo, A Bug's Life, Ratatouille, and The Jungle Book. Is that all of these? There's only... I only encountered 3.
Yeah, the pinks. Pink. Nope, there.
3 of the modes of transportation. So maybe I didn't get all the deeds here. Maybe it's still mixed up in...
Alright.
How got those cards got outside unless the board got.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So here's a pixie dust that we missed. And then one more that we missed that we found, thankfully, was Bullseye. Let's see if they gave Bullseye his own card. You know, under the modes of transportation. Then we have Tinkerbell cards.
Magic Moment cards. Magic Moment cards.
And then the Magic Mickey cards. So, what are
Showtime cards.
They're called Showtime? Okay.
Quickly show through these. If you want to know more detail, stay tuned for the full playthrough coming up to the channel.
Magic Number card and Showtime card. Okay. All right.
Moolah.
Alright, so the money ones.
Got Mickey on the edges there. Whole stack of each. Not double-sided. And then the Big Daddy. 500.
This is the basic colors I've noticed.
Yes.
They're not mixed up, so that helps. So that's going to really help on the complete review afterwards. Alright, we have our pieces here.
Yeah, gotta get back to the original colors. We've been playing the Monopolies with all the
Where they're all mixed up.
Gotta get back to the original. Dice.
So, first and foremost, we're going to start with the dice.
Classic dice.
And these feel kind of small.
But smaller. Not as big as classic dice, but classic
They're
colors.
classic color, but they're a little bit smaller. I don't know if that's because they wanted to make it to where kids can play, because it's Disney themed. Feel that.
Oh, wow.
It feels smaller. So we have the
That's pretty cool.
castle.
Castle Hotel. Kind of looks like an Agrabah, though. And there it goes.
Yeah. And that's the cottage. That's kind of like a cottage from like Snow White and Seven Dwarfs.
Could be Brave, but that movie did not come out during this time.
Just a second. I'm trying to get out the
Tokens. Ooh, these are going to be interesting.
tokens. Alright.
Oh, did they do characters instead of like
these
items?
Are character from the movies. So we have Dumbo.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, they're pretty heavy too.
Yeah.
Good old Dumbo.
This is Snow White. Mowgli, I think his name is, from Jungle Book.
Yeah, these are well made.
Very well made. We have Peter Pan.
A light one.
Pinocchio.
Popopio.
I was saying Pinocchio, but it was coming out Pokino. And then lastly, the heaviest one of them all, I think, I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up between Dumbo and this one, but this is Lady and the Tramp.
Wow. 2 pieces in one?
Alright, so this is a special kind of Monopoly. You have these playable ones, but you also have
Changed up the rules.
a golden Tinkerbell piece that actually has an action part in the game, so something happens with her. And let's see, I'm going to go to the instructions here. Go ahead and hold that real quick. Set up Monopoly Disney as normal, but place Tinkerbell on the go space. If anyone rolls a double, also move Tinkerbell forward a space, skipping over any tax, showtime, magic moments, jail, or free parking spaces. If you land on a property owned with Tinkerbell on it, the bank pays the rent for you.
Ooh, that makes the time longer.
If you land on an unowned property with Tinkerbell on it, you get the property for free. So if there's a Tinkerbell on the property, which we'll see on the game board here in a moment, then that's where the game will be kind of done differently. I like the colors on this. It's different. Instead of the basic red and green, it's like a purple and teal green color. Maybe not teal, maybe more darker green color. But dice here for the time being. And then Mac Daddy of them all, the grand finale is the board.
Big board.
First and foremost, this board is very well made. It's that fourfold again. I call it fourfold. So you fold it once and then the fold again.
Oh, fireworks!
Whoa, alright. Okay. So, a property with Tinkerbell on it. Let's see, what are they talking about here?
So
Property
just
with
anything.
Tinkerbell.
anything that she lands on.
So basically, I guess it's more like hold on. Now an owned property with Tinkerbell. Oh, so Tinkerbell has to be on that property.
Mm-hmm.
And if you land on that property and Tinkerbell's sitting on that property, either the bank pays the rent for you or you get that property for free. That's what it is. So her pixie dust has a magical
Helps
touch
you.
to the game. So let's start here at the go space and go around and look at the properties here. Lady and the Tramp, and these are colored spaces too, which really makes it nice. And Bolt, I like Bolt. That was a cute movie. Oh, here we go. Scrooge
The
McDuck's
taxes.
Tax. That's interesting. So that's 200. Mater, Pinocchio, Showtime, Peter Pan, Jungle Book. That should have been more Disney themed, I think.
Yeah, but they never changed those spaces.
But, yeah. Snow White, Magic Wand, Beauty and the Beast, Enchanted, Aladdin's Carpet, Lion King, Magic Moments, Monsters Inc., Fairies, A Bug's Life, Finding Nemo, another Showtime, of course, Ratatouille. The free parking is still the same, nothing different about that one. Bullseye, Toy Story, Incredibles, Pixie Dust, Cars, The Go to Jump Space. Ooh. Pirates of the Caribbean, Chronicles of Narnia, Wall-E, Cinderella's Castle, or Carriage, another Showtime, Hannah Montana, Prince John's Tax, which is 100. Okay. This is
Usually 75, yeah.
Normally 75. They brought it up to an even 100
great,
instead
wow.
of 75. Interesting. And then in
Look
High
at
School
these.
Musical here.
Look at these blue spaces. What is this?
This has a Parker Brothers branded stamp on it right here. So this is before Mattel took over.
Hasbro.
Or Hasbro.
But it actually does have a Hasbro up in the corner of the
Interesting.
box.
So this must means that they are still partners, I guess? Maybe? I don't know.
What is with these blue spaces? I don't think that these deserve to get blue. High School Musical, especially.
I think maybe Narnia and Pirates should have been.
Yeah, Pirates. Because everybody's like,
Should
oh
have
my
been
gosh, Jack.
Those two.
Jack Sparrow. I mean, yeah, so.
I don't know. There's other movies that could have took that spot.
Yep.
For sure.
Blues aren't that really good in this game.
No. I don't think I would go after any of those
What,
spaces.
you mean those two? I feel like when we're playing this, it'll
I've
just be
got some
blank.
properties already in mind that I want to get if and when we play it. But yeah.
Showtime there and Magic Moments over there.
A lot of fireworks, a lot of excitement across the board.
Film.
Film strips. It's kind of neat they've added a kind of a more film-esque look to the board. So again, these pieces are not your basic metal that they use for any other Monopoly. These are zinc.
Oh.
It says zinc movers. And then we have the golden. So I guess it's gold. We can be rich here. The golden.
Who wants it?
Tinkerbell mover.
Tinkerbell, please. Start bids in the comments.
Wow. She is not for sale. Sorry.
Depends.
No. For sale.
Hit me up, guys. Hit me up.
No.
Link on screen.
No.
Deucin.com/DM.
So yeah, it's kind of a neat. These are kind of neat pieces here. Let's see, which is the heaviest?
I mean, Snow White too.
They're this is pretty heavy. Snow White, yeah, she's pretty solid too.
I think Peter Pan and Mowgli will be the.
Peter Pan and Mowgli are tied for the lightest. Probably Mowgli, then Peter Pan, then Pinocchio. These three are pretty close. Anyway, so yeah, so if you had set it up, you would set up all of your pieces. On the go space, including
Everybody's gathering around.
Tinkerbell one. And according to the game board, if anyone rolls a double, move the Tinkerbell space, Kimbo forward a space. Every time you roll a double, this moves. So you could be rolling tons of doubles in this game, apparently. Maybe that's why the dice are smaller than average.
Trying to get you some doubles.
Yeah. And if you would skip over any taxes or magic moments or showtime spaces. So only on the properties that she would move to, and not any of the other spaces. If you end up landing on that space with her on it, if you do not own it and nobody owns it,
Auction.
this becomes free for you to get. And if somebody else owns it, then the bank pays the rent for you, so you don't have to pay the rent on that, depending on how. Depends on that space or whatever you land on for that. The cards. This is the magic moments. They go down here, and then the showtime cards go down there. Gotta put it on top of the end so you can see it, because the rest of the board is purple.
We did bring him along on vacation. He did decide to join us.
So Mr. Monopoly has made his presence known. Go ahead and pull up the dice. Just curious. There's a double, so she would move. See how many times they get a double with these smaller dice.
So she just moves once, she doesn't move that much?
Right. Just one space per double.
I don't know.
Maybe not as many doubles as I thought. one double so far since I started rolling. There's another double. I guess it's possible, but it just takes a while for doubles to show up. Take me all night to get about all the way around the board with the double move.
Yeah.
Double tangency there. But yeah, that's basically your basic setup. Without the money and the property deeds on the table, we don't have very much room here. So yeah. First impression rate, I have to give it a
Pretty good movies for the time.
give it
For that time.
Yeah, I'd give it a 4. 4 beach balls.
4 out of 5?
4 out of 5.
1 out of 10.
I'd have to give it probably a 5 out of 10.
5.5?
Because the
sucky blue
the
spaces.
blue spaces are just like, to me, thumbs down
Yeah.
on that. They could have done
Maybe
better on those.
Hannah Montana, but school musical.
They
No.
could have even put Lion King and Aladdin there to make those spaces more
Steamboat
prestigious.
Willie, come on.
Yeah,
Classic there.
Steamboat Willie or something.
But yeah, those are not the best blue.
Uh,
Everything else is pretty fine. Like the Princess Corner over there, I mean, everything is pretty fine on where they're sitting.
yeah, the Lion King's over here.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they could have really, like, even Toy Story could have been over there. That's a really good movie.
Maybe not blue, but yeah.
I'm just saying.
But anything better than High School Musical, yeah. Any of this could have been there, not musical.
Even Hannah Montana, like, that's not good enough to me. I mean, they could have done better on
Even
that.
though it was a big thing at the time, but I mean, not blue though. Not really blue.
Yeah, they could have done green with those or something. Not blue.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Caribbean.
That could
for
have
sure.
been that blue.
Yeah. So that's gonna wrap this up.
For me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's blue. This blue's kind of down it a bit, but everything else is fine. Everything else is pretty good movies. First look here. Board's great, like the fireworks and all the film. You got Buzz flying. We're falling in style there. Yeah. 3. 3 out of 5 beach balls. 7 out of 10. I wouldn't play with the Tinkerbell thing because it's such a fun theme that I would just like to play a traditional game of Monopoly. And it doesn't really affect the game that much anyway because it's just an extra thing added to the rules. So it's more of an optional thing anyway.
Does it say it's optional?
Special rule. I mean, it's special, so.
And on the back, there are 2 more versions of Monopoly Play. You have a quicker game.
Even
And
those
you
don't
have a
say
speedy
optional.
Monopoly. Quicker game is you just shuffle the D cards and deal 2 to each player. Most players immediately pay the banker that price on the properties they receive and then continue as normal. As soon as a second player goes bankrupt, game ends. Each remaining player then adds together their money, own sites, mortgage property at half value price. Cottages valued purchase price and castles valued purchase price. Richest player wins. Speedy, the second alternative way to play the game, is alternatively agree on a definite time to finish the game. Whoever is the richest player at this time wins. So basically, an hour or 30 minutes or whatever you decide for that timer to go off.
Yeah, and we did experiment with that. We did a 30-minute playthrough on the classic Monopoly.
It does work. It does work. That mode does work. It's a bit more trickier because you just, depending on the game, the game could be really intense, and then the time just erupts. So
it's like right when it's getting good, it's like, oh, it's over. So
yeah. So that's cool. They give you options.
yeah. So the full playthrough will be taking place when we get back to the studio. So it was cool to review it. It's really cool to review it next to the Disney parks. So yeah, I don't really want to play it too bad, but we can always show you on the full playthrough a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah, see how that plays out
Yeah.
at first. And
Traditionally from there.
So yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that.
Well,
And if you're on Twitch,
follow us on Twitch, U_Me Gaming. You can chat, interact with us, and be featured in the YouTube videos and get exclusive content.
excuse me. Excuse me. Can you help me out here?
Oh yeah, Sunshine's trapped.
I'm kind of stuck here. I didn't think I was supposed to have a hat on. Sorry about that. That box is sliding around on you, isn't it? Yeah.
That does not get uploaded to YouTube. So all the exclusive benefits on being a Twitch follower has been Monopoly Disney Edition.
Yeah.
Disney Pixar? No, I mean there's Disney and Pixar. There's a little bit of Pixar in there too.
Is it Disney Pixar?
I mean Toy Story, yeah.
Yeah.
Was The Incredibles? I don't think The Incredibles was, but Toy Story is. Oh come on, you got to credit to
It doesn't
Pixar.
say anything about Pixar on
Dang.
on here. Oh yeah, it does right there. Disney Pixar
Okay,
right
alright.
there.
You have to give justice to Pixar.
Okay, so there isn't a Pixar.
But it wasn't like branded down here. Yeah.
No, I think at this time it wasn't. They were working together, but they weren't same company.
Yeah.
Later on down the line, Disney and Pixar became one entity.
Yep.
But at first it was a Disney Pixar movie. They split it, the names. But then now, when you think of Pixar, oh, it's a Disney movie.
Yep.
So, yeah. Yeah, I knew something was up when I seen
Them.
High School Musical on the box. It's like, oh, great.
That didn't even deserve to be on the board at
And
all.
Hannah Montana's right there. I'm like, oh,
I mean, you could have put it as a brown, maybe.
yeah, like, I don't know.
I mean, Hannah Montana was a big show then, but out of the two, I think she deserved it more than the musical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thanks for
that's
joining
pretty much
us, Sunshine,
it.
and thanks for coming with us, Uncle Pennybags. Thank you.
Yeah. Or one thing left to say. Don't get bored. Play a board game. Oh, thanks. You're welcome.
Sunshine's so cute.
Groovy, dude. Anyway, that's the Disney edition of Monopoly.
Stay tuned for the full playthrough
Coming up on the channel.
later on when we get back to the studio. So, a couple days, maybe a week. But not too far. We will not forget
Not
about
too
this.
far in the future, so just stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more fun Summer Splash Bash
Yeah,
content
and then
headed your way.
get back to this one.
All right. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Nemo.